In this session, we're going to understand and recognize our body nervous system holding pattern and teaching the system underneath the back to stop racing. Let's get started. For this session, I'd like to invite you to come to a session with open mind and with open heart and allow your body to just go through a process. Maybe could be a little foreign to you, but just go through a process, whatever it needs to be. Let's get started. So come to a supine position, lying on our back. Now I want you to have your feet kind of pelvis width apart or maybe slightly wider, and then just bring the knees together. And then place one hand around your chest and then the other hand around the belly here. And I just want you to lie on your back here, perhaps dim the eyes or close your eyes here at this moment. And as you settle on the mat, breathe organically. Allow the body to arrive on the mat. Allow the mind to arrive in the body and on the mat. And as you lie down on your mat, recognize the area of your discomfort in your back. Recognize the intensity of the discomfort in your back. And recognize that your body is inclining to move to a certain position to reduce the discomfort, the pain. And as you recognize those, allow the body to adjust. Just naturally, you don't have to think about it. Allow the body to guide you to go into a position where you feel more comfortable, less pain, less discomfort. Just allow your body to take you to that position. And as you arrive in a new position, feel the breath underneath your hands. Feel the movement of your breath underneath your hand. Feel the force. Is it subtle? Is it rather large? Recognize the movement. And as you recognize the movement underneath your hand, are you able to allow your breath to create a bigger movement underneath your hands? On an inhalation and on the exhalation, are you able to make the movement larger underneath your hands? Repeat the breath. As you continue to breathe, let's bring our focus a little bit more on your exhalation. Are you able to allow your body to drift away from your hands on the exhalation? Are you able to allow your exhalation to be longer with each breath that you take? And with that breath, are you able to allow your body to melt, to surrender, to soften to the floor? And as you focus on the sensation of melting, sinking, are you able to allow your body to hold no more tension in any part of your body? Is it the forehead? Is it the eyes? Is it your cheekbones? Is it your jaw? Is it your shoulder? Is it your neck? Is it your hip? Is it your knee? Is it your feet? Or anywhere? Is it the space between your eyes? Give permission for your body to surrender. You are in a safe space. Allow the ground to support you. Don't fight. Give in to the ground. Now I want you to transfer your hands now around the back of your neck. Place your hands, wrapping gently around the top of the back of your neck. And as you continue to breathe, inhale and exhaling, are you able to feel the expansion of your neck into your hands, or the movement of the skin in your hands on an inhalation? And an exhalation, feeling the skin drifting away as you surrender your body even more to the ground. Inhalation, feeling the skin reacting to your breath into your hands around your neck. And exhalation, drifting away, giving yourself permission to any tension that you may still hold around your neck. And noticing perhaps it may be slightly challenging for the neck to expand on the inhalation. Can you give yourself more permission to breathe deeper into the back of your neck? And the air that you breathe in, expand the space in your neck into your hand. And the exhalation invites softening, grounding, surrendering, permission for the floor to support you. Give me one more long breath in and out here. And go ahead and transfer your hands onto the lower rib cage on each side of the rib cage here. Noticing the movement of the skin and the rib cage underneath your hand on the inhalation. And on the exhalation, as your rib cage and your skin drift away and soften to the center and the ground. Are you able to invite more movement on the inhalation into your hands? Larger expansion. And the exhalation, larger softening, greater softening. And allow this movement to become more distinctive, organically, keeping surrendering quality on the exhalation. inviting a quality of a balloon, like a helium balloon, expanding lightness on the inhalation, on the exhalation, organic softening. We'll do one more inhalation and exhalation here. And let's transfer our hands in front of the pelvis and organize our knees and your feet. So your knees are pointing up to the ceiling now, and your heels are somewhat in line with the sitting bone. So your knees are no longer together. You may dim your eyes or keep your eyes softened and closed, or slowly open your eyes. Now here, and the exhalation, invite a sense of deflation of the front abdomen and allow that area to sink to the back of the spine. And perhaps as it sinks a little bit more, it takes the pelvis with you and allowing the pelvis to rock with the pull of abdominal, with the melting of the lower spine, and then let it release back to the starting position. And then on the exhalation again, allow your front abdomen area to sink towards the space of your back and allow it to sink a lot more. Allow the lower back to melt down to the floor. And as you do that, the pelvis is moving along with the pull of the abdominal. And I want you to just hold this position for now. Inviting a safe space for your body to be in this position. Noticing that the abdominal is not bracing. There's a quality of softening in the texture of the muscle. And there's a quality of your back, rather than feeling that it's a stretch, feel like it is just elongating. You're creating your back, you're giving a space, a safe space for your back to elongate. You're allowing the floor to support you. And release that position gently, coming back to your start position. Let's do that one more time. And as you exhale, invite a softening, noticing that the abdominal is not bracing, but rather deflating down towards the floor, deflating and sinking towards the space of your back. And that allows the lower back, the spine, to soften to the ground, to melt to the ground, to be one with the ground. And create another pause here as you are in what we call a posterior tilt here. Inhaling, allow the back to expand into the floor and outward to the side. And an exhalation, allow the abdominal cavity to deflate even more. Do not brace. Soften and pull down to the floor. Again, inhalation, the lower back lengthens and expands. And exhalation, the abdominal soften and lengthen to the floor. And bring that pelvis back to your start position. And now here, I want you to just pick up your right thigh and then hug the thigh to your chest and allow the hip to soften. Allow the bone of your thigh to fall deeper into the space of your hips. And allow the abdominal to soften into the lower back. And give permission to your lower back to elongate, be one with the floor. And as you do that, lengthen the other leg out. Don't fight. Allow space to open in the front of the hip. As you breathe in, invite an expansion in the lower spine, elongation in the lower back. And give a nice safe space from the front of your hip to reach out, to open. Inhaling, we melt any tension you might have in the back. Exhaling, we invite a reaching sensation in the hip. Inhalation, expanding, widening. Exhalation, reaching out and still softening. And now here, as you exhale, as the abdomen area pull down to the floor, that allows the other leg to lift up to the ceiling. And on the inhalation, reaching down. And an exhalation, effortlessly lifting up. Inhalation, lengthening. And exhalation, lifting up. Inhalation, lengthening. One more. Exhalation, lifting up. Inhalation, lengthening. And then bring that leg in, bend the knee, release the folded hip. And then we pick up the other leg, soften through the hip and deep folding in the hip. Allow the lower back to melt down and allow the other leg to reach long. Create a nice, safe movement in your body. Allow the body to melt. Resist nothing. And then exhale. Deepen softening in the abdominal area. Inhale, expanding in the back space. And then here, as you exhale again, the deflation of the abdominal area will lift, drive the leg up. And an inhalation, the leg reach out. And an exhalation, and an inhalation, reaching out. Allow no bracing in any of the joint. The gravity has a powerful job in keeping you safe to the ground. Give yourself permission to be one with the ground. One more as you lift up and lower. Bending the knee, releasing that hip, and lengthening the pelvis. And then from here, I want you to just allow your body to effortlessly rock, allow the pelvis to rock, and then rock back. As you rock back into more what we call an arching or anterior tilting, noticing how far can you take your pelvis before you go into the discomfort, and then sinking of the abdominal to allow the lower back to sink to the floor, and then elongate to allow the back muscle to activate the deep back muscle, and then exhaling, allow the front to take over, and then elongating, allow the back to just switch on enough to support you. And I want you to, as you rock here, find a safe space or safe position for your pelvis to be at. And for the back to feel comfortable. And as you find that position, hold that position. Take your arm down by the side. Now I want you to spread your toes, activate the muscle underneath your feet, and just tone it. Wake it up. And then from there, press down on your feet. As you press down, noticing any activation in your center area, the abdominal and the back, and then release the pressing down. One more time, pressing down in the feet, noticing any other part of the body that is active, and releasing that. And then pressing down in the feet. And here I want you to just levitate the pelvis slightly off the floor. And then lower down again. And again, pressing down, levitate, and bring it down. And pressing down, levitate, and stay. Noticing the activation of your deep back muscle to support this levitation. And find a safe zone where you feel comfortable and supported. And lower down. One more time. Pressing down, levitate, and allow your body to work together in your center to support a good position for your body. And lower down. Good. And I come to turn around on the side. Side lying here. Stack the leg together. 90 degree in the knee and the hip here. And now allow the whole spine to just sink to the floor. And then from here, I want you to feel a lift from the underneath waist, enough to support the top part of the waist. And then lower down. And then lengthening, reaching out. And a sense of softening and a sense of lifting. And again, make this movement effortless. Make this movement a safe space for you to do to support your center. And one more, and hold that. Now, keep the support in the center. Allow the abdominal to work deep and support the spine. And I want you to just float the top leg. And we breathe here. Inhalation, allowing the back to expand. Exhalation, enough to wrap around your center with that invisible corset, creating an invisible corset. Inhalation, expanding in the back. Exhalation, wrapping around. One more. Inhalation. And exhalation. And lower. All right. Carefully come up. And let's go over to the other side. We'll do the same thing here. Stack the legs. And allow the back to soften. And allow the back to live and be supported. And allow the back to soften. And allow the back to feel supported. And an inhalation. And exhalation. One more. Inhalation. And exhalation. Now feeling a nice support around the center, that your front of the body and the back and the side work just enough to feel secure, and floating the leg. And as we hold this position, inhaling, transfer the air into the space of your back. And exhalation, finding that deep internal core set, holding the space together. Inhalation and exhalation, allowing the bones to stack organically through your breath, inviting a deep stability in your center to hold the space and lower. Okay, now coming up into a kneeling position here. Stack the arm vertically, stack the thigh vertically, and then here, allow the floor to be a safe space for you as you lengthen your body away from the floor and open the space in the back. Allow the lower back to be wide, allow the sacrum to be wide, allow the front abdominal area to come towards the space of your back. And inhalation, expanding, and an exhalation, can we allow the abdominal area to sink a little bit more, or to lift in this matter, a little bit more to the lower back, that it pulls the pelvis to move into what we call flexion, and then come back to neutral. Again, exhaling, like we did on the floor before, the abdominal area will pull towards the space in the back, and that move the pelvis into flexion, and then release back. And exhale, no bracing, deflating, elongating, lengthening through the back, and lengthening back to neutral. 2 more. Allow your body to move bigger. Allow the space to grow. Allow the lift of the abdominal to be higher in the spine. And a lengthen out. 1 more. Exhale. Lifting up. Lifting up. Bringing the pelvis with you and stay in that flexion while you hold the tension or the intention of the drawing up in the front. Stay there and then move the pelvis back. Just enough for you to feel a greater stretch in your back. And then come back. And then move the pelvis back. And then come back. 2 more. Moving the pelvis back. And come back. Tell your body it's okay to release, that you are, that the ground has you, that you are in a safe space for you to move. 1 more. And come back. Let it go. Have a sit. And I want you to go back to lying on the floor. And again, bring the knees together. Feet apart, coming back to the position that we had in the beginning of the class or the session. 1 hand on the chest and 1 hand on the belly. And I want you to observe your body in this position right now and compare to your body when we started the session. And I want you to lay down in this position, Breathe. Feel the support of the floor beneath you. Let your pelvis be heavy and your shoulders to soften. Notice the movement of your breath under your hands. With each exhalation, allowing your body to settle a little bit more. Allowing your breath to widen your back and your weight to release downward. Stay here for a few breaths. Surrender. This tension has been protective. We are thanking it and releasing it. Continue to stay here for a few more breaths. Continue to stay in the space as long as you wish. Allow your pelvis to be heavy. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow the floor to support you, beneath you. Feel free to stay at your own pace, at your own timing. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. Thank you for moving with me and giving your body the best gift you can today. I look forward to moving with you again in the next session. Have the best day ever.